This has been a very special year for the Priscilla Beach Theatre in Plymouth. A few weeks ago, PCN took you inside for a full tour of its completely renovated theater. This week, we take you to meet Ron Fassler, a screen and stage actor that's returned to his old stomping grounds to direct the new theater's inaugural production. We met up with Ron to get an exclusive interview and to hear about the journey that brought him back. It may have a little to do with tradition.
It's no secret the Priscilla Beach Theatre is old. Though the recent renovations have breathed life back into the old structure, along with an energetic summer stock season, that wasn't the only piece of history that was coming back to life. Ron Fassler, Priscilla Beach Theatre alum, has had a successful career in television, film, and stage, and decided to take an opportunity at his old stomping grounds after a long-lost stage companion reached out.
This is my return to what I like to call my roots. I came here as a 17-year-old kid with a group of college students, mostly consisting of Tufts University, but also other surrounding Boston area schools. I kind of was grandfathered in through a connection, so I was the only one still in high school. And it was the best summer of my life. A ton of work, too much fun for words. And when I returned for the second summer, I had even bigger and better roles, and again, an incredible summer. I came back for one more after my first year of college, and when I drove off the campus in 1976, I never thought I'd come back, and I didn't until I received an email from Bob Malone last summer telling me that he had bought the property, was renovating the theater, and would I consider coming back to direct the show of my choice as the inaugural production here. Bob Malone was a little boy here when I did the final summer back in 1976. His family came here and he wandered down the road, found himself sort of completely taken with the starstruck aspects of it all. And he only wanted to do whatever we asked him to do. He would sweep the floor. He would sell sodas at intermission. Then we even actually recruited him to be in Fiddler on the Roof, where he made his stage debut. And that was another reason I chose to do Fiddler, to bring it truly full circle. So who says you can't go home again? It took me all of about 20 seconds to say yes.
Fassler's production didn't just bring him back for a jaunt down memory lane. The production, the casting, the tradition of the old barn theater took on many new lives as Fiddler on the Roof was being put up as the barn's inaugural show.
Well, the joy of coming back has a great deal to do with Fiddler on the Roof. It's one of the really true masterpieces of the American musical theater. Not just because it has a great score and a great leading role. It tells some great stories, not just one story, but many stories. And it's universal. This company is dedicated, they're smart, they're curious. These are all the things I look for in an actor. And so in Michael Bernardi, I'm tremendously blessed. And of course, this was a dream role for him because the Bernardi name is attached to Fiddler on the Roof through the fact that his father played it on Broadway and many times thereafter throughout the next 20 years of his life. In the name of tradition, to allow Michael this opportunity to follow in his father and grandfather's footsteps, and literally because he's wearing his father's boots. His father's costume was saved, preserved, and Michael will be wearing it.
Making the trip back to Plymouth wasn't as easy as flying into Logan and making the hour-long trip south as one might think. The summer prior to Fassler's production of Fiddler on the Roof, Ron visited the theater with his son. Bob wanted to give Ron the opportunity to see the past while looking to the future.
Returning to the theater last summer, which was 39 summers from the last time I was here, it was very emotional. When I finally got onto the stage of the theater and it was in its most dilapidated form, I burst into tears because the memories just came flooding through me. And the beauty of the place, in spite of the fact that it was in tremendously bad shape, but Bob was actively getting ready to do this construction through the worst winter in Boston's history, of course. And so when I returned again this spring, I couldn't believe my eyes, even though I'd seen the photographs. As Matilda Taylor says in Fiddler, miracle of miracles. I mean, it is a miracle what he's pulled off this year.
Reporting from Plymouth, I'm Maureen Bates, PACTV Community News.
Yeah.